I'd say that worked pretty well. Now the invitation is in the envelope. The Marquis Sutter can only stick it to a sealed envelope with an invitation inside. The envelope's no longer sticky. It won't stay closed. No, I'll keep that.
Johnny Clarkson, fly specks. Leave me in peace, you brat. You'll never get me shamrock.
That's music to my ears. The unmistakable sound of our tools.
There, the tunnel is closed. There he is again.
You've got the wrong man. I've done nothing. Confounded police.
He's gone again. There he is again. Stop.
I'm standing on a shamrock. It's magic. Gives me strength. I can do whatever I like here.
He got away again.
Johnny Clarkson, fly specks. Leave me in peace, you brat. You'll never get me shamrock. Ouch! Nail shot. Fine. Be that way. What a waste of a day. Off home to warm heart. The Shamrock Ripper won't find me there.
The footprints lead to the top of the pumpkin. Hold on. Is that a chimney? I knew there was something strange about it. I wonder if it's hollow. Oopsie.
You destroyed me house! Smashed it to tiny wee pieces in the blink of an eye! Oh, what have I ever done to you?
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Didn't mean to? That was negligent vandalism. You're after me, Cobalt.
Actually, I was just here about the stolen stuff.
Well, that's me cue. Till we never meet again, you snoop.
And he's gone. This is starting to get frustrating.
Has a green hat really gone? Oh, what a relief.
It looks kind of sad when it's so empty. I was just trying to catch the thief, but I didn't want this to happen. It was a nice little house. Well, pumpkin house. The spoon and the silvery lamp are probably stolen too. Anyway, Inspector Hazelnut has secured the stolen goods. It's over. The green hat is gone.
I am so relieved. Dad was right after all. He was living in the pumpkin with the chimney the whole time. I wondered about that. And you have our tools. Come on, brother. We better get to work.
The leaf boat for Spitzweg is ready. Ready to put to sea.
And how do we get it to Mr. Spitzway?
Just give it a little push.
But...
Don't worry. The cold water brook and take the boat to the Catfish Barrier.
Where Spitzweg is already waiting. There, we still have a lot to do. We need to get back to work. We still have to renovate an antique cabinet for our neighbour.
Ah, that'll be fun. Oh, I love furniture.
But make sure you don't sand too deep this time.
Yeah. Excellent! The boat is here! In all my travels over the years, I've realized again and again that you can find kind people no matter where you go. Just as long as you never give up and always travel with an open heart.
I should write that down. It sounds like a motto for my journey.
Now I can finally put out to sea. Weigh anchor, set the sail, man the oars.
Aye, aye, sir. Oars?
Oars! We had better not set out rudderless. Water is much too unpredictable. You can't rely on chance to take you where you want to go. And to be sure your ship doesn't try to leave without you when you go ashore, you also need an anchor. But as long as the Catfish is swimming outside the barrier, we can't even think about setting off. The world offers enough adventure. We don't need to go looking for trouble, you know.
So we can't set sail until we've got an anchor and a rudder, and the brook here is free of loitering catfish, right?
Yes, and then our great journey will begin.
Or so we hope. Good idea. There.
That's exactly what we need. An excellent rudder. Now all we need is an anchor. But as long as the Catfish is swimming outside...
But once I've done that, we get started, right?
Yes, and...
Awesome.
That is a perfect anchor. But as long as the Catfish is swimming...
But once I've done...
Yes,
Or so we... And good night.
what did you just put in the water?
Me? Oh, nothing. Something that makes little nice Sleepy couldn't harm a gigantic catfish. Well, at least I hope.
Oh, outstanding, first mate. Please open the barrier by pressing the lever over there.
Here? It looks like you can open the barrier from here. Either that, or fire off a couple of rockets. Let's give it a try.
Oh, well done. I shall defer to you on the maiden voyage of our good ship Goldleaf.
Arr, Karstoff, starboard port, make him walk the plank.
On second thoughts, I should probably take command. You can still be my first mate, though.
Man, I need a parrot on my shoulder who just agrees with everything I say. Then I would be captain.
Halt! Who sails down the brook?
Oh no, not him again.
Waterway troll, 400 leaf bucks.
No, you mean Toll? How droll.
Yeah, smart and troll and gifted. My babysitter Anya always says that. Dead end, unless you pay 400 leaf bucks. Nobody sails under my bridge without paying.
Oh, river pirates. Oh, kids will be kids. You know, we used to cook up schemes like this, but as an adult, you have to let things like this roll off your back.
But maybe just this once you ought to lose your patience and show that little cheeky monkey who's boss.
Monkey! Little Humbert is a mouse. You kids ought to work that out between you. Just watch. Oh, river pirates. How droll.
I have to think of something. Again.
Worthless! Waterway troll, 400 leaf bucks. Except for me. And maybe my she says I...
What a pretty flower. I think I've seen it on the label of one of Mum's relaxation teas. I'll grab a bud to take along.
Just a sec. Welcome. Oh, what a wonderful idea.
It is?
Yes, it's perfect for little Humbert. Then he can play violin together with Plato. I'll tell him about it soon.
Who? What? The stupid weasel with the hat went and sneaked to you? No matter what he said, it's not true. He's a liar. Liar, I say.
Really? But his brochure looks very promising. It even says that it's only a few steps to fame and a huge audience.
Wait, what? Fame? What exactly does that thing say?
It says that the famous Maxim Mousakov is currently in Mousewood to teach only one selected, gifted apprentice to play the most difficult to learn instrument in the world.
Only one?
It says here that the apprentice must be especially talented.
Well, I am talented and smart. I'm smart and talented.
You see? Jerry was right. Humbert, you little hooligan, you're exactly the right mouse for this.
Of course. I'm going to be a rock star. You can pass, you weird weasel. I haven't got time for you now. The next time you see me, it will be on the cover of an album. Or on stage somewhere, if you can afford the tickets, that is. Right, Anya?
Of course, you little rascal.
Well done, Jerry. You've got the makings of a true tree walker. Now we can float on down the brook. Thank you very much, my young friend. That was a really excellent start to my great adventure, and it started here by the humble cold water brook. Now I'm off for the big river, and then out to the open sea.
But what about all the crows hanging around there?
Oh, you're right. I'll need to be on my guard. If all else fails, I'll simply blow some of my exotic Indian pepper right into the crow's beak.
Pepper?
Yes. Go ahead and take some by way of thanks. Indian pepper serves many purposes. You can even season your food with it.
You don't say. Oh, the boat is drifting away.
Well then, see you soon. Don't forget me, and watch out for the waterfall.
What? Waterfall? That was a close one. Oh man. Phew. Hey, this must be the wood dwarf's home. This had better be worth all the trouble. It looks so comfortable on the beach. But I think it would like to come along with me for a while. Man, it was stuck on there really tightly. Locked and bolted. I think somebody just coughed in there. And said, bah!
Shove off! I'm sick!
That sounded like a cry for help. I have to get in there somehow. Good idea. But the pane is fixed tightly. I don't want to break the glass. I must do this very carefully, just like the pros in the movies.
Movies? Is that your name? Beat it, burglar!
There! I think I heard someone. Again! I don't want to break... I must just...
Beat it!
There! Good idea. I'll try to cut a hole in the glass. I'd say that worked pretty well. Now what? A professional job. There! Another cry for help. I need to find out what's going on here. Hello?
Hello, my pointy hat. A juvenile delinquent.
What? I thought you were calling for help.
Bah! Help? A wood dwarf never asks for help.
You... There, again.
Bah! Do you see those hatches? I'm about to come over there and lock you up in one of our tunnels. And there you can...
Admire the tunnels? Again, you just called for help again.
Bah! Called for help? A sneeze, that's all. I've come down with a dwarf cold. Must have caught it somewhere in the hiking tunnel when I went to see my parents.
All right.
About my dwarf cold, my housemates have already headed for the hills. That's what I would have done in their place. A dwarf cold's nothing to sneeze at.
Are you sure I can't help you somehow?
Yes, I'm sure. Nobody can help me. Although, except for one person, perhaps, she could help me. If she wanted to. But, bah! A wood dwarf never asks for help.
Seems like the wood dwarfs enjoy cleaning up. Or perhaps they had a visit from their granny. My mum always cleans our place then too. I mean when our granny comes over. Not the wood dwarf's granny. We don't even know her. The little sign says Blue Juice Machine, a wood dwarf patent, reproduction prohibited.
Nobody can
I'm sure
help
my
me.
mug is an all-purpose
Dwarf
weapon, but it
cold's
won't help me
nothing
here.
to sneeze at.
I'm sure my mug is... Nothing. That's an awful lot of tunnels. I wonder what the dwarves are hiding in there. Remember thank you gift for the badgers for the rhubarb pie. Securely locked. They planted root fields in between all the trees, and they stretch out far into the forest. Planting and harvesting all those roots must be an awful lot of work. Uncles are liable for grandparents and cousins, and vice versa. In case of non-compliance, we shall refuse to deliver blue juice for a period of no less than 3 weeks. Yes, this means you. Parents are liable for their children, children are liable for their parents. That looks like an arm grabbing at the air. I could make that into a handy slingshot, or a dowsing rod. Too bad I'm no bigger than a mouse. I'll take that. Securely locked. There, at last. I won't need the key anymore. I'll just leave it in the lock. Wow, any bird who built an oak did.
Welcome back.
About the blue juice.
I'm sorry, Sugar Plum. They live at the other end of the...
See you later.
Take care.
Oh, isn't it a super small pivot?
Are you sure I can't help you somehow?
Yes, I'm sure. Nobody can help me. Although, except for one person, perhaps.
Who would that be?
Anya Mouse. Now that old Uli is gone, she's... the...
Only one?
Exactly. She's the only one who can deal with illnesses.
So let's go and ask her.
Bah! A wood dwarf never...
Just a sec. Welcome back.
One of the dwarves is sick.
Oh, fudge. Don't worry. Old Uli told me a lot about dwarf illnesses. Off to the wood dwarves. Blistering blue Battenberg. This is a very bad case of dwarf cold.
That's what I said. Really, really bad.
Don't you worry. Old Uli taught me a remedy for this. Jerry, will you help me find a few ingredients for this poor dwarf?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Here, take this recipe. Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
I'll be in the cafe getting everything ready. The recipe is a list of things we need to get the poor guy back out to the root fields. And then at last we'll get some blue juice again. Steinberg, we'll have you back on your feet in no time. And now I need to hurry back. I've got a delicious buttercup pie in the oven.
To heal the dwarf, Anya needs a yellow marsh marigold bud, a fish scale, and some pepper. I'd better hold on.
Just a sec. You found all the ingredients. Let's hope that old Uli's recipe is good for something. There's some pepper left over. Here. Uli's medicine has to be stirred into something liquid and then administered to the patient. And then there will be blue juice once again.
I'm sure my mug... that smells good. There, I stirred in the medicine. I wonder if it tastes good like that.
Blue juice smells delicious. But this isn't just blue juice. I can smell something else too.
Of course, it also contains dwarf cold medicine.
Oh!
Well, why don't you just take the mug?
Bah! With a dwarf cold, it is impossible to move. If you weren't so clueless, you would know that.
A wood dwarf is not an easy patient.
My arms are so heavy. My legs are so heavy. Even my lips are heavy.
There, yeah, that's the way I always take my cough syrup. Here's some blue juice medicine to help with your bad dwarf cold. Say ah.
Our blue juice. The original. Delicious.
Some colour's already returning to your cheeks.
And tomorrow we will see to the harvest.
You should stay in bed.
In bed. Stay in bed. Sleep at last. No sore throat. No dwarf cold. And no dwarf cough.
Exactly.
Anya. You must go to Anya.
That's quite far away, you know.
Take Tunnel 47.
Tunnel 47? This one. What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
dwarf secret.
You must go to Anya. Tell her thanks. Starting tomorrow, there will be blue juice once again.
I did it! The dwarves are going to produce blue juice again, and Anya can go ahead and prepare for the Treetop Festival. Now all I have to do is send out the invitations. You must be kidding! A shortcut! Couldn't somebody have told me that sooner? No, I'll keep that. The snail did a good job sealing the envelope. I think I'd better let it go on its way now. Bye, shimmering snail. Whoa! The stamp made a zillion copies of the invitation. They hardly fit in my backpack now.
Just a sec. Welcome back.
About the blue juice.
How wonderful. Blue's medicine is bound to work. Customers have been asking for days when there'll be blue juice again. And we're going to need lots of blue juice for the early Treetop Festival.
See you later.
Take care.
Could you deliver this for me?
I would love to do that. But now my bike's got stuck here and there's nothing I can do about it. That means I can't deliver the mail. I've never been this late on my round.
No, I'd better be... That won't do any good.
Jerry, according to your magic, you have. But there is so hurry. Hold. So I'm waiting.
The front wheel is frozen to the spot.
Oh, can you believe it? But the weather has been really strange around this tree for the last couple of weeks. And now it's even started to snow up there. Oh, I've got too much to do. But without my mail bike, I can't deliver the mail.
One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee.
You're not just going to pour it on the ground, are you? Anya's coffee is wood famous and so good. Her?
We're going to use it to free your bike.
We are? In that case, what are you waiting for?
It worked! See, Plato?
Thank you, Jerry. Now I can finally get back in the saddle and deliver the mail. I heard you would like to send out invitations.
Yes. I'm supposed to send invitations for the Treetop Festival to all the citizens of Mousewood.
Really? That's a lot of invitations. But friends are supposed to help each other out. And you've already helped me out more than once. I'll be waiting for you here. Bring me your invitations and I'll distribute them for you.
Thanks, Plato.
No, I need to thank you. You helped me even though you didn't know me. You're a true tree walker. Her?
Could you deliver this for me?
That's a lot of invitations. But friends are supposed to help each other out. And you've already Her? I'd better get going. There's so much to do. Like I always say, a single hop is not that hard. And many hops in a row can get you anywhere. But we could use my bike as well.
Your bicycle?
Sure, if you want to travel faster through Mousewood and its surroundings. Just call on me. Then I'll give you a ride on my mail bike. Just use this clicker frog with one of the golden post horns that you find everywhere in Mousewood. Whenever you're in a hurry, just sound its legendary call. Then I'll come flying by on my fateful bike and take you wherever you need to go.
Flying?
Riding, I mean.
Wow, thank you.
But I won't do this for just anyone, so keep it to yourself. And where would you like to go now? Woohoo! Hello, Jerry. Well, where to? Hang on tight, Jerry. See you later.
Jerry, you have sent the invitations and ordered the blue juice, and in doing so, you have healed a dwarf, rescued little Ursula, and experienced much more. You are indeed developing into a genuine tree walker. Now we will begin with the magical part of the training.
And then comes the Treetop Festival. We're looking forward to the blue juice, so hurry up with your training, Nestling.
Ever since I can remember, the Treetop Festival has been held here once a year. Ooh, it serves to celebrate kindness, family, and courage, and most definitely not magic.
Isn't it now? Go forth, young hazelnut.
What is this place?
The Hall of Apprentices. A living place, created by magic. Hidden between two moments in time.
But is it supposed to be so cold in here?
I feel it too. It seems that no one has been here for far too long. And even in Mousewood, almost no one remembers us. Only the elderly.
How long's it been since you were last here?
Too long, it seems. It's up to us to keep the tradition alive. The Hall of Apprentices is a place of transition. Your training begins here, today, and it will end here. Everything takes place under the protection of the first tree.
The first tree? Is it this one?
That is only a statue. The first tree is the oldest tree in this region. It watches over the woods, over the portal trees. It holds this world together. Trees like it are so old that they already exist in other spheres. Their roots reach into dreams, into fantasy.
So where is the first tree?
You may have already visited it in your dreams, but the clearing in which it stands is concealed. The paths which lead there are hidden, like this room. Once your training is complete, I will lead you to the clearing. That is the tradition. But first, you must finish your training, and to do that, we must get this thing working.
The first tree.
working just
It must
fine the
belong to
last
that
time.
machine. No idea what that is, but there are two of them.
Something is wrong.
It doesn't quite fit. Looks like Mum's new hairdryer.
Yes, very funny. But now I have to make this work, so don't bother me, okay?
Sure thing. I can't get the ball out that way.
That's impossible.
Fits.
Not bad at all. But the thing still won't work.
There.
But now let me get back to work. Why is this all stuck?
That looks better already, but something is still missing. That looks better already, but something... Where is that light coming from? That isn't the sun, is it?
But that
There's a
means...
ball stuck in the glass tube. I can't get the ball out that way.
But
I can't
no.
get the... I can't get... I can't get the... I can't get the ball...
Why is this all stuck?
That looks better already.
It was working just fine the last time.
I can't get the ball out that way.
Something is wrong.
Not now.
Has so much time really passed? Not now. I'm sorry. I just need time to straighten this out.
Okay.
Why is this all stuck?
I can't get the ball out that way. There's a ball stuck in the glass tube.
Something is wrong.
I can't get the... I can't get... Let's see if it's as easy as fishing change out of the gutter. It worked!
But no. It works! Wonderful! You did a great job! The electromagical apparatus is uncoupled from the flow of time. It processes information from the past and future and prints it out in pictures on cards pressed from the leaves of portal trees. There!
May I take them?
Of course! These 16 cards can already tell you a lot about your training, if you understand how to read them. But these cards are like dreams. Everyone should interpret them for themselves.
The machine.
Unusual. Another card. What does it show?
But that's me.
Extremely unusual. What could that mean?
Ooh! Somebody's floating there. That's a A ghost!
A ghost, Jerry? I don't think so. Or have you left your body behind for good this time, magician of Mousewood?
I can feel my leg going numb not far from here. No, I appear to have retained my body, even if it isn't getting any younger, and its scars are itchy. Tell me, Marquis, how did you escape?
Escape, magician? I bring an apprentice. I'm pleased to see you, and to know that the Hall of Apprentices is protected.
So, you are bringing an apprentice. Tell him he shall visit me in my house.
What does the floating man want from me?
He's the guardian of the portals. Your training begins. Take the key, Jerry. You must visit the magician of Mousewood. It won't be easy to wake him, but soon after, you learn your first spell.
They're back.
Seek the lock to the key which the ghost lost in the Hall of Apprentices. Behind the door, you'll meet an old friend of mine. See you soon.
Yikes! The key just dissolved into thin air, but now the door is open. What sort of place is this? Everything is so huge. It's enough to make you dizzy.
You have found all the dewdrops. A picture is forming. The column reveals its secret.
It's a boy, about my age, and a teacher.
There was someone before you.
Before me? What? Who is that?
It is he who was banished, the last apprentice of the Marquis de Hoto.
What? Hello?
Your teacher must not find out about this. Not yet.
But what does it mean? Hello, Mr. Old Magician. No reply. Why was the picture of the Marquis's apprentice banished from the room? And why the last one? I'm the last one, at least right now. Wow! A gigantic living room for a giant. Although seeing as I'm the size of a mouse, maybe it's not so big after all. I wonder who lives here. Ugh, it smells a bit like old socks in here. We have a plant like that at home too. Too bad, I can't move the stick with my hands. Otherwise it would reach for the clock. Still smells okay. A giant chunk of chocolate. I also took the tinfoil. Wow, this is high. That doesn't need to be spooned. Good idea. Uh-oh. I'd say that worked pretty well. There's also a bed here for little people. There's also a... It's enormous. When it rings, it must make a humongous noise. It smells like my model train. I'd better not touch it with my bare hands. No, that doesn't... It's enormous. When it rings, it must make... The joint is rusted. It won't move. Silver foil won't help here. Nothing needs to be touched. I'm sure my mug is an all... A stick won't help here. I don't think sleep... No, I'll keep... I better be careful. It's enormous. When it... It looks like that's the thing that goes cuckoo. Rose hips are cool, but... That doesn't need to... This is high. Now I've got milk. I have to be careful or the chocolate will melt in my hand. Again, that's what Mum always says. Oh, somebody's sleeping there. That's probably the friend I'm supposed to wake. Hey! Nothing. Even that's gigantic. That doesn't need to be... Not now. It's a new... When it rings... He didn't do anything. I think the clock is broken. Oh, great. It smells like my model train. I'd better not touch... I don't want to put up any posters, not even for the Great Zaroff. No,